You know, I waited this entire week for some more Rec Room news to come out before I made a Rec Room news video, but no, nothing came out. But we do have this new weekly from last Friday, so let's talk about it. Inside the shop, you guys can find that we have this new pajama party headband, cucumber on cheeks, robe, bunny eye mask, blanket cape, and we have this plush bunny backpack as well, which actually is the same as this little bunny right here. We also have this bunny onesie, some bunny slippers, some animal long socks, and that's pretty much all the new things that we have inside this shop. 3,000 tokens for some cucumbers on your cheeks though is insane. Now the Rec Center sign has also changed from Run the Block to Give It Your Rec Room Best, and this is our Rec Center shop. We have some sniper skins, some gun skins, some items as you guys can see here, and we have this new seasonal plus item as well. Now I don't know how long these seasons last. I think they last about a month. I could be wrong though, but it seems like Eldritch Horror is going to be our next season. And for the item we have my brother. He's just this squid backpack. And yeah. Now inside the store, you'll find that this weekly shop is titled Pajama Party. We also have Pajama Party Community Creations, which is like just weekly shop themed UGC, as you guys can see. We have this cool little Sleepy Bear plush backpack, some cool little pajamas, some bear slippers, little PJ tops, some cloud wings, a capybara, okay. We also got Bubble Vision. We have some white clogs. That is so funny. Oh my god, it's just Crocs, but okay. Personal pillow, then a friendly goose as well. We also have an egghead, a game gadget, a nose bandage, and a pajama hood as well. We have some general new UGC as well, which include like little jackets, some hat items, belts, these little error signs, and these little masks. We also have the 8-ball head, smiley mask, the sedge hat, and the traffic wizard as well. Here are the discounted offers that we have for this week. Be sure to let me know your guys' thoughts. And this is our board. We didn't get no new YouTube videos. I'm pretty sure we didn't get anything new for Instagram, but we do have some new featured rooms now, and we have a new featured creator called Drew. They talk about shooting for the stars, and they're part of ABD Productions and Sleep In Studio. Now, in case you guys aren't aware, Rec Room had this little announcement talking about Happy New Year. The Snowflake Search giveaway has concluded, and they reached out to all the winners. Make sure to check your email to see if you've won. Now, if you guys don't remember, for Winter Wonderland, Rec Room had this little snowflake search, and if you actually completed the snowflake search, you'd be entered to win their giveaway out of 40 winners for a Rec Room gift card. So are you one of the lucky 40 winners? Be sure to let me know down inside the comments below. There's also a little announcement about the next Creator AMA that will be happening on Tuesday, January 14th at 3 p.m. PT. There will be no guest team this month, and the focus will be on creator community thoughts as Rec Room heads into 2025. What issues are at the top of your mind? What are your hopes for Rec Room in 2025? What features and other things are you missing that would help you with your 2025 projects? You want to hear anything related to this theme? Normal bugs, questions like we do every Creator AMA are fine too. You can reserve there at that link, or you could post your questions at that link, and I will of course have both links inside the description below. Now, there was some developer talk with a Circuiteer dev inside of the Rec Room Discord server. It talks about circuit updates, but it also talks about when the next major update is coming. So of course, feel free to listen in, but in case this does not interest you, you guys can skip to this part where it's the TLDR of the video. A player was talking to a Rec Room developer named Will Chill, basically talking about how the player should be able to aim down sights or ads, causing the weapon to be centered on their screen and allowing them to use the scope. But inside of Rec Room, this feat is not possible. Players are not able to recreate the ads functionality of guns like the paint scope rifle or the railgun. When Wilcho said that it sounded like a highly requested feature, it was also asked of him, what is top priority right now? Wilcho confirms that it's mostly get Rooms 2 into beta and then get it out of beta, and he follows this up by saying, I personally have recently finished object properties, most of which will come out in the next major update I think. Sync property support will be in the major update after that. So now I'm working on cross subroom assets. So like at first, it'll just support data tables, and you can have a single table that's accessible across all subrooms. The goal is to eventually have this work with other things like events, functions, and then full objects. Wilcho goes on to clarify that cross subroom events and functions effectively mean cross subroom event / function definitions. So like you set up an event definition or a function definition, and then you call them in a subroom, and it'll work in that subroom as usual. You just don't have to duplicate the definition for each one. Wilcho also then goes on to confirm that there's going to be new room settings page for the room-wide assets, and he believes that the plan for functions / events is to have a button there to create new ones, and then there will be a new way on existing circuits to promote them to room-wide assets. Then you can configure data of sort of like you're saving an invention. like name, description, thumbnail image, and it'll be available in other subrooms. Now we get a little update tease, but this can be changed because, it's not 100% confirmed, but Wilcho does say that he believes the plan is to release the next major update after the holiday break later this month, which is January, but that is always subject to change, of course. And when Wilcho is asked if the room-wide assets is going to allow players to have circuit code running in other subrooms, basically acting as background code, Wilcho says you'll be able to have function definitions which will secretly instantate the chips in the background. So whenever you call the function, it'll just run those chips you built somewhere else, and we'll have full objects. You'll still have the chips there in your room if you spawn in a copy, but you'll only have to update the object once and it'll propagate to all of your subrooms automatically. So in theory, if functions get more support for chips, people could have entire rooms logic being run in the background. Wilcho confirms yup. I actually just saw a change yesterday as a way to add more chips to function. Pretty much any non-async chip that has a configure menu is now supported. Wilcho also goes on to say that you'll be able to have like 1,000 room-wide assets per room, and there's no limit on how many you can spawn in a specific subroom other than performance. And when asked what's stopping Rec Room players from making a full-on game of this, like having several subrooms all dedicated to background code, Wilcho confirms that you could, but the purpose is to have common asset definitions that's available across multiple subrooms at once, so you don't have to update it everywhere. Depending on how it's implemented, it may save the creator a bit of memory, like how we do for replicated objects since you don't have to render the visuals. But you could get the same effect by just creating the asset definition and deleting the source object from your room. A lot of this still has to be decided since full object support will be the last step. And when asked if CPU/net will run in the occupied server, Wilcho says yeah, that's correct. Like we still have to run the chips, so they exist to some extent in the room. And that was like a little sneak peek into the next circuits update, in case you find yourself to be a little circuits nerd or whatever. TLDR, there's going to be some new updates to circuits that are going to be happening soon, and a major update coming later this month. Wait! Just to put a little break inside the video, I know you guys aren't expecting this, but it's time to read out my memberships. Big fat stinky shout out to I Am Kickin', SKYPONDS, Kobe Fan 76, Nat the Pup, Aaron Gamer, Billy the Egg, Kitty Kea, Dude, Daytrix, Nolan, the Dragon Boy, Gasly, Garlic Bread, It's Ready RR, Dozer, BBB Burning Owl, Raphael, Cloud, Netflix 69, and of course, Box David. Now I have a few little key things that I want to feature inside today's video. In case you guys haven't noticed already, there's like this new store UI now. It's not just with UGC, but it's also with normal items as well. And it's just a little bit different, as you guys can see, compared to the old store UI. I also saw this funny post on the Rec Room Reddit talking about how this shouldn't be inside the hairstyles, and what a silly image. And before we go, I'm a part of a team that made SKYPONDS, a new Rec Room fishing experience inside of Rec Room. You guys should check out my video about it. It basically goes over everything you need to know about SKYPONDS, and in case you guys like fishing, you guys might like SKYPONDS. I hope you guys decide to take time out of your day to check out the map. I will have the room link inside the description below, of course, and I truly do appreciate it if you decide to go send your support over there. And that's pretty much it. We have no more Rec Room news for today's video, and before I end off the video, be sure to use my code inside of Rec Room if you guys want to see more videos just like this. I'm live streaming daily now on YouTube, so if you guys ever want to, be in a live stream or just come say hi, feel free to. I don't really have a certified date, but it's usually later in the afternoon. Anyways though, that's pretty much it. You guys should see some videos on the screen right now. You should totally click them. And of course, people, peace out.